dash, 100 yard, dash, 100 yard, dash, 100 yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Set, hut, get the flag. Mike, 58, right there. Go, go, go. Check, ladies, go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go, dude. Switch, switch, switch. Open the court.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Set, 18. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 9, check 9. 24.
From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain. From the 50, it's Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if
and that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Shoot! 36! Watch it!
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. Well, that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
Wide, get wide. At 24. 26. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
On first down, it's Watson. And Thomas has it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's King on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
58, right over there.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kalen Ballage. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the Texans.
53. Mike. Let's go, D. Check 31. Check 31.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 14 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hey, you got to snap it. You got to snap it.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Another time now.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
30 points down, he's coming.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's able to find Diggs. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here's Watson. And now he's going to use his legs. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And Diggs has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And some space here. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 60 yards. They come out here in the eye. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Alert! 55 mark, got 54. Get the ball.
Throwing again is Watson. James has got it. Complete. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Nice, sweetheart. Hey, watch it. Record. 29 is the Mike 29.
Watson on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, motion backfield. 29, 54. 29, all day.
To the air yet again, Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is King. To throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's big. 24. Check 43. Whip. Watch the whip. Mark 55.
They'll run here with Balazs. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Tight dog. Alert. Check right. Line him go.
Back to throw, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Tackle. Alert 3.
Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Taken in at the 11. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey.
They'll start with a give here to Balazs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, 31. Mike, check 55. Mike.
Watson off play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 3. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Here's Watson, operating from the gun. It's complete to Diggs. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
24! Mike 29. Blue down.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, watch that. Roll it. Mike 54. Mike 54. I got one. Mike 54. Mike 54. 59. Let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Watson from the gun. He'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. King is going to find his running back. It's complete. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Hey. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
We got this.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
They come out here in the I. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the afternoon as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And oh, it's blocked. The Texans, the big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Say.
Again, it's Balaj. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Lester, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Left side caught by Diggs.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. You go tight. You got tight right there. Check. 59. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He's got this one complete to Perriman. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Tennessee.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
3 down.
Operating from the gun. King uncorks, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 62 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 52. To the car. To the car. Delta.
Now Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Check 25. Motion.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Balaj. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to come back to you. Hey, alert 3. 24. Under 10. Watch safety creep. Watch 59. Safety's creeping. Hey, no time.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
He's set. 19. High alert. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Check 13.
From the gun, Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 34 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. King on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Titans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Titans on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now King operating from the gun. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. King now. Throwing on 4th down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 4th down.
On 4th down, King. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Reset. 19. Check 55. Mike. Squeeze, double.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Right there in the middle.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Here's King, throwing again on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30. To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. throwing again. King. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Set. UAT. Y'all not ready.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partners.
Get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It's a